Yo, YouTube family, what's the haps, man? What the fuck going on, man? Right back at y'all with another video. Appreciate all my loyal watchers, man, all my loyal followers, man, all them good subscribers out there, man. Y'all continue liking these videos as I put them out. All my new viewers, y'all do me a favor, man. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Join the team. That'll help me out a lot, man. Let's get this thing rolling. On this video, I just want to do, a quick update, man. This is my anniversary. Alright, this is my 1 year anniversary being out that situation, man. 12 years in prison, man. I got out last year, January 5th, 2021. Now it's January 5th, 2022, man. So I'm 1 year out. You know what I mean? Big things popping, man. Got a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of positive things in my life, man. Just, recapping, revisiting the mind state of the kid that I was going into the system back in 2009, January 5th, 2009 was when I got arrested, when I got sent to prison. Just being the reckless, mindless, crazy guy that I was, back then, and how that journey through prison really transformed me. One thing about it, I used to tell people all the time, prison don't raise men. Prison does not raise men. Prison has a way of keeping you stuck at the mind state that you was in when you entered. So you have to take it upon yourself to do what's necessary, go through the proper transformation and evolution in order to let that situation benefit you, all right? Because it's called the Department of Corrections, but they're not in the business of making you better. They don't care if you do better or not. They really want you to do worse. They really want you to get into a cycle of recidivism and keeping you coming back to prison. So they make it as comfortable as they can. They give you the video games and the things to do. They give you, the TVs, BET, all that good stuff, so that you're comfortable, so that you don't mind getting out and doing stupid stuff and coming back. One thing about the system that I noticed is that some of the more ignorant people and troublemakers that was constantly getting in trouble, these were the people that they were letting out. And the people that had, a good head on their shoulders and was really growing and developing themselves, these were the people who they were trying to hold on to as long as they could. They held on to me for 12 years straight with no parole. I didn't get no parole. I maxed out on my sentence. And I seen people that was getting into all kind of stuff that were getting let out, easily. And then I'm seeing the people come back. I seen so many people come back, so when I got in there, my first couple years was kind of rocky. I was into a lot of things. I was getting in trouble. I was staying in the hole, staying in solitary. I was getting into fights. I was getting into stabbing situations. I was getting into a lot of stuff, man. And, I had to buckle down. Luckily, I met a lot of people who took me under their wing, who mentored me, a lot of wise, older guys, that showed me a better way to do that time. You got to do the time. You can't let the time do you. And that prison situation is something that's like, it can either make you or break you. So I used to tell people all the time, that prison is whatever you make it. Prison is whatever you make it. A lot of guys look at it as, a gladiator camp. They don't want to do nothing but fight and wet people up while they in there, sharpen knives, make tools, and go on to war with people. And it's a gladiator camp for them. Some guys, it's a money-making machine. They go in there, they get the pack in, they get some drugs, they get a hold of some phones or whatever. They make money, a lot of money. I know a whole lot of $100,000-aires in there, people who would have made $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in a short amount of time. For me, I made it a university. That was my college, so to speak. I went in there, I digested a whole lot of books, man, countless books. I probably done read thousands and thousands of books, man. Really deep study, writing, taking notes, really transforming my mind. When I did get a hold of phones and things like that, I stayed on YouTube, YouTube University. I stayed watching self-help videos, reading self-help books, man, watching YouTube channels on business and real estate and things that I had intended on getting into when I got out. So it was a good thing for me. I had to make it a beautiful, positive thing, a transformative thing, a elevating thing. I had to take that upon myself to do that, and God blessed me to be able to do that. All praise to the Most High. I don't credit too much of it to myself, man. It was all, I had somebody looking over me, man. I had a higher power that was with me the whole time, man. So I'm forever grateful for that, man. Upon exiting the system, I had plenty of people telling me, man, it's gonna be hard for you to get a job, man. You got that on your record, man. You fell in armed robbery, that's gonna look bad. People ain't gonna want you, as an employee because they ain't gonna be able to trust you. And all of this, da-da-da-da-da. I'm a real firm believer on the law of attraction and the things that you think, the things that you believe becoming your reality. So when people used to tell me that, I used to tell them, nah, man, finding a job gonna be easy, bro. It's gonna be easy. And I always reinforced that thought in my mind whenever people told me how difficult it was gonna be. So when I got out, I found a little gig ASAP. I was working at this rental place, and that was good and smooth, for a couple months, for the first couple months that I was out. But I outgrew that. I quickly outgrew that. I went from that job and started working my own little side hustle, actually. All right, so I saw a lot of YouTube videos on different things that you could do in side hustles to generate some good money. So one of the things I started doing, I took my pickup truck that I had, and I saw this lady giving away this free sectional L-shaped sectional sofa on Craigslist, and so I went to go check it out. She was giving it away for free. So I had my little brother ride with me. We actually went and picked up the sofa, and I turned around and put the sofa back on Craigslist and on Facebook Marketplace for like $100. And I remember my little brother was telling me, like, bro, it's a real nice sofa, bro. You can get $400-500 for this sofa, man. Once you selling it for $100. And at the time I was like, I'm just testing the market out, just seeing how it go. And sure enough, I got somebody to buy it for $100, within like 2 days. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So sure enough, I took off and started doing that. I was working 2 jobs at the time. I had the first job that I had got at the rental place, and I had this warehouse job where I was getting like $14 an hour working in this cold refrigerated warehouse. And I can't stand working in the cold, so that was not finna happen. But I worked that job for like 2 paychecks, so like maybe a month I had worked that job. And the whole while that I'm working the job, I'm thinking to myself like, man, why am I working this 8 to 10 hours, getting $110 or something like that after taxes, when I can be making $100 to $200 on my own flipping these sofas and not having to put in nothing but 2-3 hours. So, I quickly, quit that job. I quit the other job, and I started, I went and bought me a storage unit, like a 10 by 30 storage unit or something like that. And I started going to go pick up people's sofas, sofa sets, love seats, sectionals, recliners, all that good stuff, and I was doing so well with it. I actually was selling stuff like the same day that I went to go pick it up. So I was generating $200-300 profit every single day. And I wasn't even going hard like that. I would put in like 2 or 3 hours a day, and I kick back for the rest of the day and just be chilling. You know what I mean? I spent a lot of money, you know what I mean, because the money was coming so fast. I didn't even realize how much money I was making until months later that I actually went and opened up my books, opened up my records, because I was taking record of everything. Every time I sold a sofa, I would record, you know, how much I paid for the sofa, how much I sold it for, what my profit was, how much gas I spent, you know what I mean, different things like that. So when I really went back months later and really tallied up everything, all of the profit, man, I had made like over $12,000 in less than like a little over 2 months. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit, like, cause I'm getting money, I'm getting $100, $200 at a time. And the way that it was coming, I didn't realize, you know what I mean? But anyway, so that was something that I was doing. I actually linked up with an old friend of mine who is a real estate investor. And it's like an $80-90 million guy. You know what I mean? I known him, you know, I met him years ago, years before I went to prison. And, you know, this guy does apartment complexes and wholesale deals, and, you know, he's done managed $250 million funds with other investors and all type of stuff. So he actually took me under his wing, and he's currently mentoring me. So that's how I got into the real estate thing. He actually is doing investments in Birmingham. So I moved out to Birmingham, you know, with him, and started working with him on getting these deals done, man. To this day, I now currently own 2 properties that I acquired through tax delinquencies. So I think I paid like a little over $1,000 for each property. I actually did a deal with a friend of mine who's still locked up, you know what I mean? He's still in prison, but he was sitting on like $200,000 that he had made from selling phones and you know, wheeling and dealing in prison. And I linked up with him, and I told him about these tax deals and whatever. He was like, bro, if you can find me like 6 properties like that I could spend, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 on, shit, I'll let you keep 2 of them. So I did that. I found 6 properties, man. He kept 4 of them. You know, I kept 2 of them. You know what I mean? So we worked that deal. So now I currently own 2 properties. I done closed on, I done orchestrated a lot of real estate deals as far as just me being a wholesaler, where I would locate a property, see that it's a good deal. I locate the owner, contact the owner, get an agreement with the owner, and then I go and find a buyer. But I put a little cap in the middle, you know what I mean? A $10,000 cap, $5,000 cap, $15,000 cap, whatever. Get an investor to buy it. You know, I done did deals like that till this day, man. I actually closed the deal yesterday. It was for a small amount. It was for like $2,000 or something like that, you know what I mean? But I've done bigger deals in the past, but this just happened yesterday. So we out here willing and dealing, man. You know what I mean? We out here, man. You know what I mean? Y'all pray for your boy, man. Pray for my success, man. I pray for all of y'all, man. Much love, man. Much success, man. I don't wish nothing but good things on all y'all out there, man. I greatly appreciate it, man. We out here making moves. You know what I mean? We trying to, you know, overcome our deficiencies and forever make constant improvements in our lives, man. One day at a time, one step at a time, man. So, yeah, that's just a recap. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all was wondering, you know, how I was doing. People wondering, you know, what Mikhail got going on since he been out. So that's what I'm working on, man. Working on these real estate investments, man. Really indulging in that field, seeing what's going on in that industry, man. So we out here, you know, once again, y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Pretty soon when I'm coming back, you know what I mean, with all type of stories, man, prison experiences, man, all that good stuff. You know, we're going to get into it, man. Much love. Peace.